What is up, Mad Gang? Day 5, I believe, of the bootcamp, and I'm honestly gotta tell you guys, I'm learning a lot more than I think you guys are learning, just merely about the fact of talking to a camera, talking to you guys, being real to you guys. In today's video, we're going to discuss the second pattern, and then we're going to break everything down and put it all together. Remember in the first day I said you need to break everything down in order to rise above, and we're most definitely going to do that today. And then on day 6 and day 7, we're going to add our confluences together with one of my most secret tips that I really like to use. Without further ado, man, I just need you guys to think about something before we get into the charts. And I was thinking about it yesterday. I was talking to a friend, and I want to ask you guys a question. We're all chasing freedom. We're all chasing something bigger, right? And do you ever feel like we're all so busy chasing freedom that we build the prisons for ourselves? We place ourselves into a prison. You chase the money, and then you're broke for time. You chase the time, you're broke for money. So at the end of the day, maybe you chase love, you end up hating yourself when it leaves. Basic, just things about life as well. Nobody tells you the truth though. Freedom is not something that you buy, right? You might work hard for it and get it, but there's no tangible monetary value that you can put up for freedom. It's something that you need to break for. You need to break yourself down daily in order to rise above, to be something bigger, to achieve something bigger. You don't get to do that once. Just once, oh, I'm broken, now I'm going to get freedom. You need to do it every single damn day. That's why most people lose, folks, because they want a comfortable revolution. They want an instant gratification. And I mean, it breaks my mind that so many people, they want something instant, but what you don't realize, if you ever get something that you don't work for, you're not going to appreciate it. Like, look at the people who hit jackpots. I mean, they lose it in months, maybe sometimes even weeks. But if you earn something, if you build something, then, my friend, you're going to take care of it like it's your own damn baby. So at the end of the day, you're putting in the time, you're putting in the hours, watching these YouTube videos, doing your homework. I mean, just grafting and grinding. You're earning your spot in the top 1%. You're busy doing that right damn now. And super proud of you. Super proud of you for doing that. But your prison has a name on the door. The prison that you put yourself in has a name, has your name on the door. But so does your key. You just need to decide which one are you going to use. Are you going to flip the switch, use the key, get out of the prison and enter freedom? Or are you going to stay in the prison door, throw away the keys that's being given to you on a silver platter, and then just be enslaved to the markets, to your own damn excuses? The choice is yours, folks. So let's get into the charts, family. I want to talk about, let me just open up the charts here. I want to talk about the other pattern that we get. So what we're looking at is, we already discussed the false break reversal. The market makes higher highs, higher lows, or lower lows, lower highs, and then breaks out. Let me just reiterate what we're looking for. We're looking for previous weekly high, previous weekly low. Okay, so with this pattern, you're looking at the weekly high and low. That's important. With the red setup day, you're looking for the previous days. The previous weekly high and low is important, but that is for, when we put everything together right now, you will see that is for if you want to spot a false break reversal. So a false break reversal trumps everything. Trumps the red setup day and the green setup day. Okay, because that then indicates to us that there's higher time frame traders or lower higher time frame traders trapped above, higher time frame traders trapped below. That's super important. You need to remember they are trapped. Okay, because when they are trapped, the market will either, one, consolidate, or accumulate, manipulate, or distribute to the opposite direction in order to get liquidity. So that is very important for you to remember. Now, not getting into the finer details such as unfinished business or auctioning off the market, aggressive buyers, aggressive sellers, that is a topic for another day. But in this video, you need to remember that when there is traders trapped, you need to ask yourself the question, why are they trapped? Start thinking like a professional. My friend, the money will come, I promise you. So stop searching for that instant fix, that quick fix. Just graft for 2-3 months, learn what I'm telling you, and then you'll be well on your way to being one of the most successful traders of your generation. But just understand why I'm explaining things. Don't just look at me drawing lines on the chart. Understand why I'm explaining things. So the previous weekly high and then the previous weekly low, we see a breakout and then it coming back down. This was the previous week, right here. Once it closes below, this is our FBR. So then the following day, as long as it does not break the previous daily high, we are anticipating shorts. Now, you need to add confluences inside of those shorts. It's like I'm giving you the road to drive on, but you need to decide which car are you taking, what's inside of the car. Are you taking luggage? Are you just going to the shop? You need to decide. I'm giving you the road to your destination. You need to decide how you're going to get there. Okay, so you need to understand that you can take a sell-off at the London high with confluence. There's a lot of different things. My idea here is to first remove what majority of you are struggling with. Now let's have a look at the green setup day. Green setup day is going to be very, very easy. It's exactly the opposite as a red setup day. So you have a red setup day where you're looking for sells, where it's 1 day of rise. We have 1 day of rise, 2 days of rise, and then on the third day, we close bearish. That's pretty easy. And then on the second day of a red setup day, we want to see the market pushing down, and then we want to jump in on those sells. Now the green setup day, folks, is exactly the opposite. Green setup day, we have 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, 4 days. We can look for sells over here, another bearish day, and then another bearish day. Let's spice it up real quick. And then all of a sudden, bullish day. So I hope when you did your homework, you'll come to the conclusion that you've been doing it wrong all this time. You've been focused so much on the smaller picture. Yes, everybody wants to get in with sniper entries, but you've been focused so much on getting in on this immediate change of trend. Just put your ego aside and focus on letting the market come to you and confirm it first. I can promise you right now, if you're opening up your journal, I can promise you that 8 out of 10 of your previous losses came from you having an ego. Now, if you still have an ego, you wouldn't be able to admit that I'm right. But if you lost your ego along the way, props to you, my man. But you'll realize that you did not wait for the market to confirm a change of trend, or maybe just confirm a momentum push. So just wait for it. And if you follow what I'm saying, you'll realize that I'm basically forcing you. If you're ever impatient and you're forcing trades, you're not listening what MC is telling you. So class is in session, folks. Let's just listen up. We want to see the daily close. Remember what I said on day 2. The daily high, daily low, weekly high, weekly low is important. That's very, very important. It's never going to change. So then on the day 2 green setup day, we want to see some movements to the top side. Let's have a look on the charts. So let's open up the charts real quick, and let's always pan out and see what we want to look for. So we have the market opening and it closed. So this is our day 1. Then after that we have open, and then we have our close. So what do we have? We have 2 days of fall, right? Then what happens after that? We have another day of rise. Now this is where discrepancy comes into play, because right over here, look at how beautiful this is and how they all come together. And while I was explaining, you must possibly pick this up, but well, let's keep it for afterwards. I don't want to jump the gun here. We have a green setup day, and now what happens on a green setup day? Day 2, we want to take some longs. We want to take some longs right here. Okay, so comment down below, 1, if you saw this discrepancy, or 2, if you didn't see it, but be honest, okay? So immediately, what did we see? We saw a red setup day being formed, or green setup day, apologies. But what did we also see? We saw a false break reversal. The market came down, closed below, came back up, and then we got our close above. What does this say, folks? This means that it's a double confirmation. But more importantly, what did I say in the beginning? False break reversal trumps red setup day, green setup day. So I'm going to be biased here, and I'm going to take the flow of the false break reversal. So I'm going to trade the false break reversal right over here. You trade them either or, you trade them the same way, as long as it does not break the previous daily high or the previous daily low. Okay, so for uptrend, you don't want the previous daily low to be broken. For a downtrend, you don't want the previous daily high to be broken. So day 2, longs, you could have gone long here. It just depends on your confluence areas. You could have looking at equilibrium, maybe exhaustion zone, maybe fair value gap, whatever it is. But day 3 is where I really want to talk about, because these are the type of setups that I really live for, man, is when a high or a low has been triggered, not broken. So you can look at the Asia session low. Now, let's just stop right here. What did I say in day 2? Asia session high, Asia session low is important. And I hope you can realize how everything is coming together. Everything hinges on with what I said on day 2. I really love I'm going to call it a false break reversal, but it's really not, like a false break reversal on the lower time frame. There's no such thing, but this is just how I explain it to you. When it comes back down, rejects it at an exhaustion area, spikes back up with an engulfing candle. I mean, I eat these trades like a Friday afternoon brunch, something. I mean, I eat this shit up because it's super easy to understand. Just wait for a day 2. Wait for a test of the low of a session, and if that low of the session is a low of the day, which if you wait for a low of Asia or a high of Asia, my friend, it's easy money. It's just literally lying on the table telling you, please come and make money. So I hope you guys can pick up on this, man. If you don't, then I don't know anymore. We can see we have an exhaustion area here. The market came back down. We did not close below the exhaustion area. We got an engulfing candle to that high. Now, this is a topic for another day, and we're going to get into it, but the industry teaches you to place your stop loss maybe right over here, or maybe even a 1 candle stop, but not me. That's not how I place my stop loss. And I know that one of the reasons that I am where I am today is because I look at what everyone else is doing, and I do exactly the opposite. So if I see all the traders are going left, I'm that one guy who's gonna go right. That's just how it is. It's been working for me, man. So we can see that majority of them place their stop losses here. I'm gonna place my stop loss way closer because I have confidence. Where's the take profit gonna be? First take profit, exhaustion area, top of the previous daily high, right over here. And you can see we did reject it. Yeah, we pushed back up a little bit more. I mean, my ego is not that big that I'm gonna be worried about that. So I'm going to let that trade running, and my stop loss would have potentially been somewhere around about here. I don't want to lie to you or talk in hindsight, but it's a 4.7 RR more or less. So that is a green setup day, aka false break reversal. You trade both of them, you trade them the same way, and it's pretty simple, folks. It's really simple. You either you wait for the setup day, day 1. You're of course not going to trade on day 1. And then you wait for the overall move to be taken. Now, let's talk about a day 3. So day 3, man, I'm creating menaces over here. You guys are absolute killers in the market, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you saw this already without me even mentioning it, but we broke Asia session low. So there was no test of the high. I mean, you could have seen this as a test of the high, but we're looking for longs here. We tested the low of Asia session, but there was no break of structure here. There was no clear break of structure. We did not have any other confluences, and we had fundamentals being lined up. What's my rules say? My rules say I don't trade 15 minutes before fundamentals or 15 minutes after. This is exactly why. So with the fundamentals being released, I saw Asia session was broken. Immediately, no trade day for me. And that is how I can turn off my computer and I can go and live my life with my kids and my wife. You know, because I have rules in place, I have a system in place, and I know if something happens, if A and B happens, I can do C. But if A happens and B doesn't happen, C is not happening. It's as straightforward as that, folks, I promise you. I really want to talk about a trade that happened yesterday on US 30. Now, this trade did go hand in hand with one of our concepts that we like to trade, which is the MAD block. I'm not going to talk about that today, but I want to give a little bit of motivation to you guys because, I mean, my phone was bombarded yesterday by just results. And folks, if anything, if you want to be remembered for something in your life, I mean, you're not going to be remembered for what cars you drive. You're not going to be remembered for what watch you have on your wrist, or, oh man, I remember Pete, he wore that amazing shirt 13 July 1998. Nobody's going to remember that, bro. Nobody's going to remember your shirt. Nobody's going to say, yeah, he had such cool sneaks on Tuesday 3 years ago. Nobody's going to remember that. They're going to maybe say, yeah, you're a guy who really liked shoes. And then they're all going to grin, and that's what you'll be remembered for. So what is the one thing that you'll be remembered for if you're able to say, I helped that person change his life. I helped that dad, that husband, that father be able to put food on the table. That's what life is all about. So I'm urging you today, folks. Today is Friday, the 11th of July. Go and do something small. Change somebody's life. A compliment, bro. The world can be so beautiful. Just one simple compliment. Just do something. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. I mean, I had the biggest grin on my face. Our trader scored this move right here to the top. I just want to mark out this exhaustion area. Came back down to the exhaustion area. And then one bar stop. So I'm going to zoom out, and I want you guys to tell me, what do you see? Pause this video right here. Tell me what you see. So first things first, we can see open, we can see close, bearish day. What happens then? We can see open, we can see close. Okay, 2 days of fall. What happens then? Open, and we can see a close. What happens on the third day, which is actually the second day of this pattern, is we can see the market rising. So we have 1 day of fall, 2 days of fall, 1 day of rise, and then on the second day, green setup day, you can take the longs. As easy as that. You see the longs, you can see that we broke. Let's go to the 30-minute. You can see that it was a false break test of Asia session low. Look at London here. We came back down, tested it, we did not close below. What happened then? The market came above. This was a close of Asia session high. Look on the 30-minute. If you're ever unsure, just look on the 30-minute. 30-minute closure above. What happens inside of the first hour? I'm going to teach you first hour reversals. What happens inside of the first hour of US 30, of the NY session? We had an engulfing candle. Boom, pow, all the way up. Bye-bye US 30. Man, I'm telling you, if you guys just put in the work, this thing will definitely change your life. So homework for today is go ahead and scan all of the green setup days. Scan your favorite 2, comment them down below in the video, and day 6 and day 7 I'm going to really open up your eyes how we put all of this together, and then how we add some confluences with it. I really hope you guys are enjoying these videos, man. Already 5 days in, it's been such a journey. I've been learning a lot. I hope you guys have been learning a lot as well. Now tomorrow is Saturday and Sunday, there will be no videos. It's a perfect time to recap, do some data collection, do some back testing. The ball is in your corner, folks. It's up to you to decide what you're going to do with it. I have massive love and appreciation for all of you. I love doing what I'm doing. I'm only getting started right now. So there's more to come, more help, more freebies, more lives being changed. But at this point, right now, tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, let's see who's really serious and get to work. I love you guys. Peace out.